Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I hope I can make this video make sense. I just deleted a whole video because it just wasn't making any sense. But I feel like I'm being silenced in a way because I don't want to say exactly what it is, and it's very difficult to give a generalized thing and not be repeating myself from so many times. Oh my goodness. But it's about people who are grandiose. They seem to suffer from grandiose narcissism, not diagnosed, but their behaviors and that of that they see themselves as something that they're not. To me, it's rather delusional all around. But anyway, I'm going to get to this. Imagine that basically, let's say law enforcement put a foot down and said, no, this is causing problems, and you can't be causing these kind of problems. Now, if you want to make an application, and if you're qualified, then you can be that. Okay, and then put the foot down this way. Okay, now imagine this. This is something that, personally, I see this happening, this is going to be happening more and more. Not trying to make a prediction, you know. It's like, I tried in the previous video to use these examples, such as, you know, if you take a rubber band and you keep stretching it and stretching it as far as it, you know, keep stretching, what's going to happen? That's fact. It's not a prediction. It's going to happen. Okay, just as if there's a security fence, has warnings up, you're going to be electrocuted if you do this. You're going to be, you know, there's security cameras. You're going to be caught and you're going to be put, you know, in jail for trespassing, whatever. It says all this. People keep doing it. What's going to happen? It's not really a prediction. If they're caught, what's going to happen? Okay? Or if they get electrocuted or whatever, you see, it's going to happen. And in this sense, I feel this way about people who keep pushing these kinds of limits, causing people some type of harm, and they've been warned. What's going to happen? What would happen next? Some would say it is a prediction, but what would happen next if it continues to go too far? People, not just one, but too many people keep going too far. Does another kind of law enforcement or another kind of whatever have to stomp their foot down and say no? Does it have to go to court? Do they have to? You see, I try to make this so much sense, but in a way, I'm feeling good about this, that some of these people who have been causing people major harm, there may be something that says now that says no. No. Period. You see the signs on the fence? You see that rubber band? It only goes so far. You can only go so far with it. I hope that makes more sense in my long video. I try to make it make sense without really just pointing my finger at one certain thing. But it's ridiculous. And now, okay, imagine that all happens. And, you know, whatever type of authority, not just law enforcement, with, you know, any kind of authority says that will stop. Unless you're qualified, you must stop. And what if they said that plain? Unless you're qualified, you must stop. Or there will be, you see, you know, these laws or these whatever, and you will be arrested or will go to whatever. You get, boy, see, there's so many different ones. And then somebody says, well, they were talking about all those other people who are doing it, not me, because I am, you know, then they seem to think there's something special about them when they're not. They are causing this kinds of problems. They're not going to see it that way. They're going to point the finger at everybody else. We all know how that goes, right? Or many of us do, maybe. I can't say all. But I mean, just the nerve of somebody, first of all, thinking that they are what they're not, and then to think that whenever somebody's putting the hammer down and saying no, you know, on it, and they say, well, they weren't talking to me. They were just talking about all the other, you know, idiots who are out there doing, you know, they're not doing it the same way I am. I am professional. You know, this kind of thing. if I didn't know about narcissism, narcissistic behaviors, my mind probably would be blown by that. To actually think that somebody would actually be that delusional. And that's how I see that behavior is so delusional. But which one is it? Should we call it delusional narcissism? You know? But isn't all narcissism? Yeah, I was literally scratching my, like people scratch their forehead. But really think about it. Yeah, I mean, in this respect, I just can't believe it. And I see that it's coming down to this of people, like I said, somebody legally beyond what's already out there. There are things out there already that people should say, oh, I just can't do this because of that. But they don't. But that hammer coming down, a gavel, I should say. Not we. I don't want to say we like some of them do. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I'm just like, this is unbelievable. It's still, even though I know all this about this, but it's still kind of quite unbelievable to see it repeating year after year after year after year, and in more ways, in more fields, should I say, then more and more. Wow, it just blows my mind. And I know I'm repeating myself from other videos, but it's still continuing. It's not like it's stopped since my last video on the topic. It's lather, rinse, repeat. But like this one, the difference is, I see that gavel. I don't want to say prediction. It's kind of logical that it would lead to that when people are causing harm to other people or other situations. That eventually, yeah. Anyway, especially when people are starting to make it, the people who are in the know, the people who are the authorities or the whatever, they're starting to make it things like going on the news about it, reporting it to the news, not on any social media platform, but on the news, the actual news about it. Anyway, I clicked that off a little fast. But yeah, that's enough of this, because it's so much seems like I'm repeating myself from video after video for years now. Anyway, like I said, wrapping this up. Talk to you on another video. Bye.